Hey, good afternoon. Here we are in sunny Boca Raton. It's October 30. Yes, it's a Thursday. Here I am, sports fans. See the side of me? Where? Cycling back and forth. There we go. Yeah. We get all kinds of... Well, let's get the most titillating thing out of the way. Remember this gal? Sydney Sweeney? Freeze the nipple. How about that for a headline? Totally sheer, naked, chainmail dress. Are you ready? For those of you that can't stand nipples, there you go. I don't know. I'm married to a celebrity. When she was 28 years old, which is the year I met her, I wouldn't let her like that. No. And Marilyn, when at 28, was what I would call a head turner. When they walk in the door, everyone looks at her wondering, who the hell is she with? It was a given that she was stunning, but who's the schmuck she walked in the door with? There you go. There's another side view, sort of Sydney Sweeney in the blue jeans outfit that made the Blue Jeans Company famous. And then I came across my old friend, the Hasselblad. I had one of those. I did. You got to buy the lens. You got to buy the body, which includes this thing that pulls down, and one back. This doesn't seem to have a back attached to it yet. It has like a slide, but it was very carefully designed, the way the back attached to the camera. And, so you had a box, you had a lens, you had a film magazine back there, because this was the crank, and one full crank, and that would advance the film to the next available unexposed piece of the film strip. Yep. And you get 12 or 24 exposures per film pack. Yeah. But the nifty thing about the Hasselblad is, everything was nifty about the Hasselblad. See, Carl Zeiss, planar, fixed focal length of 80 millimeters at a maximum aperture of 2.8, f2.8. And the other thing was that T with a star. That's a T with a star, which meant It had Carl Zeiss's super duper duper lens, coatings, multiple coatings on the lens surface, all very highly polished, of course. And it's like 2 or 3 different layers of coatings with very faint colorizing, and the only way they could get it right is to have 2 or 3 layers of it. So that it was completely color corrected, so that when the light went through the coatings on the lens, you take the lens itself, which is basically glass, which has a slightly blue cast to it, so this undoes the blue cast on the lenses and makes it perfect white that comes, and perfect blacks, and then everything in between. Yeah. So all these, this article was about what has become obsolete. The fuzzy picture of a Canon camera with the Canon part blacked out with tape. I could tell because of the lens. Canon lens with the red band, which meant it was the super fragilistic expialidocious lens. Canon lenses notorious. The L lenses, they call them. So she's walking around with a single lens reflex, presumably a digital camera, I don't know, digital film, maybe it's film. Pentaprism. Pretty lady with a tripod on her shoulder. Yeah. Not every brilliant camera technology dies because it's flawed. Sometimes innovations vanish because the market couldn't support their development. Manufacturers chose cheaper alternatives, or the industry simply moved on before the technology had a chance to reach its full potential. Here are 3 examples of camera technologies that deserved better fates than they received. So let's just say this is the single lens reflex film camera, Canon camera with a Canon L lens on it. Close up, better picture of the lady. And then you got the camera. I'm just going to say it's a pentaprism with the flipping mirror go up and down. Now this is a Hasselblad camera that could actually stand a digital back, and but these Zeiss lenses, although they're magnificent, they're manual focus. So when you have one of those, you get really spoiled. Now, when this came out with full frame imagers, that meant a 36 by 24 millimeter exposure area. In fact, see, this was 36 by 36 square imager. It's 36 by 24. I could handle that with all the automation, use the right word, the automated aperture, automated auto exposure. You could set it to manual if you wanted to. Can't imagine why you would. But anyway, these are just some technologies that passed away with time. And honest to goodness, there was an article up above. I could probably find let's see if I can find the image quickly. Quickly, James. We're going through hundreds of images quickly to see if I can find the one which I'm sure I snipped, which compared the, then we go through all this hurricane stuff as it went over Jamaica. Jamaica just got a wash. And for a while there, they didn't know which way it was going. That was the computer models. They decided not to give a forecast. They didn't know where the hell it was going. All right, we're looking for two things. I'm looking for... That's all good, yeah. There's blueprints. There's a cost breakdown. All right. I'm looking for a picture where they show a digital here's Marilyn driving. So instead of a steering wheel, it has a yoke like you're flying a plane. We were coming back from lunch. There's the extra lunch. It was shrimp scampi at Mario's. Ah, it's great. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Yep. That's a Model X, like exit. They loaned us this car while ours was getting fixed. The computer, for some reason or other, the computer blew out. Who ever heard of such a thing? What's going on here? That is some kind of a laptop. MacBook Pro, maybe? Not mine. There's Marilyn. We're standing in the studio arena that Obama and Romney had their debate, and the media was. I mean, you could, we were media. Yeah. The oldest newspaper in Florida. trying to remember what I was looking for. Yeah, I'm looking for. Anyway, let's forget it. The reason why I'm looking is because we were talking about camera systems that, just went out of existence because of. Well, right now I have a Canon 5D. I should really clean it up and sell it. And the lenses were 20. Oh gosh, I forget what that lens. 7200. Let's look it up. Let's go to BH. Yeah, I probably bought it there. I was just gonna hunt. Let's. I'm home. Let's do Canon. 70 to 200 f2.8. $2,000. Yeah. Teenage photo cells are used for $2,000. $2,014. New, it's $2,300. Yeah, that's what I paid. EF mount. I don't have EF mount. No. What's this one? EF. I think I have RF mount. Let's go back to the search. Search. I'm trying to find out. All right, I got these. So then we're going to go in here and search. Bear with me a minute here. Brand, we got Canon. I'm going to type it all over again. Canon. 70 to 200. f2.8. RF mount. That's the baby. Not RF, RF mount. There you go. I believe this is the honey I want. There we go. They don't even show any used. No one wants to part with it. It's such a beautiful lens. I don't know. I think that's what I got. It looks like. That's 200. This. Let's find pH again. Zoom. F2.8. Putting in all the keywords. All right, what do we got here? You just slip that RF in there. Ah, yes. Zoom. Black. I have a black one. That's the... All right. $2,200 for the lens. $2,200 for the camera. Buy both for $4,000. I got the original boxes and all the little cellophane things. So when they get it, they unwrap it like it's a brand new thing. And it's flawless, you know, spotless. Okay, let's get back to the photographs so Jimmy can remind himself what the heck he's looking at. I was looking through the antibiotics. And I said, list for me. $20 of the most popular antibiotics on the market today. And there you go. Now you can see it. Yeah. So I'm just skimming down through the list, and
it's 3:15.
And I'm looking right at there. Secor. That's it. I couldn't remember the name of this stupid thing. I had a friend of mine that was a doctor. I think he was a cardiologist. So I was a banker at Boca Bank. So every once in a while, there'd be a box on my desk, a sealed box, of medicine, medicines, sample bottles of medicine from the factory, from the Secor. And there's all these little, I'm going to say, 25 milliliter bottles of Secor in a suspension. And, you shake them up. And I used to use a little, like a hypodermic, the plastic one, I'd suck up 5 or 6 milliliters of that, whoosh, squirt it right in one of the kids' mouth. It didn't taste bad. So, when they had a sore throat or something or other, hydrate would take care of it. This is the second generation. You got the second generation camera. Well, they got the second generation. Secor is such a big name that there's no way they were going to walk away from that name, because they came out with a second generation of a similar chemical. I don't know what second generation means exactly, because then it wouldn't be Sepachlor. It'd be something else. But Sepachlor is, that's Secor was the registered trademark for Sepachlor. But if you actually looked at the name of the molecule, it'd be like 1,3,7-trimethylxanthine. That happens to be the actual chemical name of caffeine. I bet you didn't know that. 1,3,7-trimethylxanthine, aka caffeine. Yeah. There we go. Anyway, so that's how I found Secor. Yep. This is a picture, right? Let's get out my trusty where's the pen? Do I have to click that to get the pen? Mark up. There we go. Gee, excuse me. All right, we'll leave it blue. I have to expand it though. And we're just going to there we go. Secor. And you want the capsule. 500 milligram capsules. Yep, that's what you want. Bingo. Hit the check mark. Hit that mark. This mark, that mark, trademark, whatever. So it tells you all the dosages. For pediatric, for adult. See, strep throat. 500 milligrams 3 times a day for 10 days. That'll knock out whatever's ailing you. That's why that picture's there. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Look at those. Stream error. We lost Facebook. All right, well, we're going to continue with, I guess we have trusty old YouTube Live. They are alive and well. There's Bill Gates. Trump. Ask Bill Gates. Donald Trump thanks Bill Gates for admitting he was wrong on the climate change hoax. That's what a wronged person, I had to admit he was wrong. He's a smart guy. They don't like to be wrong, but what the heck. Happens. The S word, 4 letters beginning with an S. Happens. Yeah. In case some young kids watching me, which I'm lucky if I have anybody watching me. Well, we finally got Melissa. Passed through Cuba, passed through Guantanamo Bay. It was on the north side of that eye. The eye didn't pass over Guantanamo, it passed about 40 miles east of Guantanamo. No, west of Guantanamo. Guantanamo is on the very east end of the island. If you go further east, you're in the drink, as they say. Yeah, Guantanamo, they can hold 20,000 of our troops. That gets down to around 10,000. Yeah. They like to have a lot of ready Freddies right there on the island of Cuba. So with the Bay of Pigs and all that kind of stuff, and one benefit is we kept a base on Cuba. All right, here's an engine that runs off plasma. Now, how do you get the plasma? Which is superheated, flame. Initially conceived in the year 2020 by a Chinese professor at Wuhan University. And Professor Tang, we'll call him, because I don't know how to pronounce the first name. He wasn't looking to create a plasma engine, but instead wanted to use microwaves to create synthetic diamonds. All right. And then Professor Tang's research led him to the idea of a plasma thruster, which would use microwave technology. He believed that the right design, the technology could eventually replace the traditional aircraft engines and eliminating the need for, he said, gasoline. No, not gasoline. Jet fuel number 2, which is, if you had to put a name on there, like the hydrocarbon below gasoline, would be like turpentine. Yeah, kerosene. Kerosene would be the common. Anyway, jet fuel number 2 is a form of it's a hydrocarbon, but it's not a mix of a bunch of them. Jet fuel number 2. Professor Tang's prototype can support a steel ball weighing just over 2 pounds up in the air. I guess that's a demonstration of thrust. Though it may not sound like much of a step forward. But, you know, it's a prototype engine. It's not one of those ones you walk into. So here, this picture here is the first look at the Tesla Cybertruck police cruisers. There's a little bit of augmented design for them. It's for the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. As we go around. Anyway, the city is beginning to add these Cybertruck police cruisers to the fleet. You know, they have an aftermarket. You know, guys that have their own garage and they contract with Tesla and the police. They don't know. I guess the police department, and then the police department coaches the this aftermarket installer of, you know, things that police vehicles need. Like along the top, you'd have, you know, the flasher, the blue flashing light blinkers, and then that would have to be switched. So that's, you know, like that's probably just switched down here. There's like a little keypad or where you can select different. There's another switch. This could be the siren, and this might be the flashers. Different colors. I don't know. The first one would be blue. And these are another. That's a cup holder. I don't know what that is. It could be the cup holder. It could be something else. Maybe it'd hold a flashlight. It looks like it has an insert in there for something smaller than a cup or a cup holder, like or a hot cup of coffee. Or it just could be, you know, that comes out and you put your coffee in there, in the cup. Steering wheel, that's all standard. That screen right there is standard. And here's, you know, a different screen. You know, they swipe your driver's license somewhere. There's a swiping thing. And it pulls up all your information. Prior tickets. None. None for Jimmy. I don't know about Marilyn. She doesn't tell me all about her tickets. Here's a new cybercab. It's actually been spotted in the wild. That's not one spotted in the wild, because it doesn't, you know, flash onto like a plate. No. There's other zooming things in the middle. I don't know what that is. This is a depiction of the modern car. Yeah. Can I get to the...
It's 3:30.
It's interesting. Oh, there you go. Here's a crop. Yeah, we got to get rid of this stuff on the side. Yeah, we'll just trim that right there. Now there's no sense of that being in the wild. It's not. But that's the Cybercab, no steering wheel. You see, because if it was, you'd see the steering wheel, you know, semicircle, right? Looking through that window from this angle, you'd see the steering wheel. Cybercab has no steering wheel. Excuse me, that's why you don't see one. No steering wheel. Alright, so that's good. Alright, let's come up here to this Maryland. Ugh. Okay. Just a little sideline. I had to see if my tuxedo got delivered. You can check my emails. Uh-huh. No. Change these menus. They look a little different. Okay, but we're pretty quick. We'll figure it out. There we go. Hit the mic. Hit the magnifying glass. Men's M-E-N. Warehouse. Searching. Ooh, I don't like that. Taking way too long. I got the wrong search. Oh, phooey. I'll check it. 410. 405. I don't know when they show up. Or, yeah, calling is like. I have my order somewhere. Oh, God. There it is right there. There's my tuxedo order. Oh yeah, you hit this guy. And you go down here to print. There we go. Piece of paper. Yeah. Print it, baby. Printer's low, I know. Reservation number. Look at that number. It's in the billions. $136 million. That's a lot of reservations. That's every Men's Warehouse all over. For every day that people get measured, there's my measurements somewhere. Yeah. All right. We converted it to paper. Men's Warehouse with my reservation number right there, underlined in red. Fred. So your eye goes right to it when the guy says, ma'am, what's your reservation number? There you go. It pops right out at you. That's the way I did it. Happy anniversary to our Secretary of State. That is a huge job. It entails so many things. And his wife, apparently, Jeanette. D. Rubio. Happy anniversary. Nice picture. They were going from here to there. Someone snapped a picture. Okay, I'm back in living color. Yep, and here's all my pictures. There we go. We can go a little wider. There we go. To fill in that left side of my screen. See things better. Here's one of the latest ones. This is when it was it had made landfall. So now, or let's see. It had passed through Cuba. It had just passed through Cuba. And the storm is 45 miles northwest of Guantanamo, Cuba. Northwest? Yeah. The storm is northwest. Because then it goes northeast to get to Guantanamo. So it was 105 mile an hour winds. But it's gonna gather up energy because those waters are 90-degree Atlantic Ocean waters. It's the hottest in the entire Atlantic Bay. There you go. Can't really see the outline of. You could just tell because it was a Category 5 when it whacked it, and now it's through it, heading on its way to Cuba. Paid my, and as I said, I paid my cleaning people, my housekeepers, with a Zelle transfer. Only in America can you pay your housekeepers with Zelle, with a wire transfer. Yeah. Back in my day, we were talking about the N-word, nipples. See, back in my day, the most exciting thing you got was a little bump. You know, woo, a little bump. That was the sexy lady that had the little bump. Yeah. Sydney Sweeney's tiny sheer mini dress is the epitome of cool girl chic. And then down below, we have all the other Sydney Sweeney. I don't think I can. Yeah, no. So here, NASA's insane supersonic jet just quietly completed its first test flight. The X-59, as it's known to the NASA people. I don't know who put this together. Was it, it's one of them. There's NASA on the tail. X-59. Gear is down. Nose is up. So they must have cameras underneath that puppy, because or other sensors, or cameras near the wheels somewhere. So the pilot can tell, looking forward somewhat, so the pilots can tell, how, the fine tuning of putting the sucker down on the runway, as opposed to, the grass on the side of the runway. Anyway, so it made aviation history, as it quietly made, verified in the skies of Southern California. The X-59 hit subsonic speeds as it soared over Southern California's desert on Tuesday. So they didn't want to push it to Mach 8. This is the first time the sucker got off the ground. Just making sure everything's working. Like the clock, the altimeter, some of the speed. Oh yeah, and the speed in kilometers per hour, miles per hour, and another one in knots. Yeah, like Mach 10. Yeah, put it in, the Mach number, Mach 1 point, 00. As you accelerate, sir, we just passed twice the speed of sound. The first time you go through the speed of sound, it makes a crack, because the sound that's with you becomes behind you. Literally. The sound is like, that's Mach 1. You got, I think I read it in the story that's below this, that it's a Mach 8er. This is, when you go from 7 to 8, that would be a big day for the next time they take it. It's stable in a wind tunnel, but, when you get up in the skies, of course you're way up there, the theory is you wouldn't do Mach 5, at 1,000 feet above sea level. I don't know, no. Or 2,000 feet. That's really low. I mean, you could buzz it, but it would be, yeah. Well, NVIDIA has not stopped developing things. They have just come up with the they call it the NVIDIA Next Generation Vera Rubin Superchip. Vera Rubin, 2 Rubins, GPUs for AI and HPC, as well as its custom 88-core Vera CPU. All 3 components will be in production by this time next year, says NVIDIA. This is the next generation Rubin. You know, if you keep waiting around for the next generation, you'll never own it because they'll keep replacing it. Apple just crossed 4 trillion to save you, tens, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillion. So that's a 4 with 12 zeros behind it. Yeah, 6 and 6 is 12. And why did that happen? Because that gentleman is walking by the display that's showing the iPhone 17 Pro Max through the window of the store. My guess is, or it's a bulletin board or something. It's an Apple projection of the iPhone with a bluish cast. Apple is blue and white. If they had a flag, it'd be blue and white, don't you think? Apple's shares rose 0.1% on Tuesday, continuing a sharp rebound, buoyed by strong. All right, I guess we're going to have to we can take a look at, it's a delayed broadcast. There we go, just happen to have a convenient little tool. See down the bottom of this list, whoops. We need to make it skinnier. There you go, now you can see it all. You see Apple now. At $4.41 a share, down 19.89 so far today. It's there's 6. That's his 3 month. Yeah, it went from like 320. Can we tell? No. If I were to guess, that's 40 units. So it's like 300. So from 300 a share to 441. It's up $122 a share in 3 months. Now that's an interest rate. If it did that for the whole year, yeah, that'd be huge, huh? But anyway, let's see. Oh, Apple. Excuse me. I was looking at Tesla's market cap is 1.46 trillion. Where's the 4 trillion? There you go. Down here you see part I'm shaking. I have my finger, if you can see my finger here, on my trusty iPad. This is on here, 4.028 T for trillion. Price earnings ratio is 41. See, that's the tricky thing with Tesla. The earnings is 300. Let's do a year. Price earnings ratio is 308. Holy crap. See, this, 1.3 billion earnings. No, that's $1.43 earnings per share. The beta is 209. What does that mean? That means it moves twice as high and twice as low as the Dow goes up and down. So it's 2 times the activity of the Dow. There's no yield there because we're looking at so you have a price earnings. So you have 308. 6 months. 308. That's the price earnings ratio. In other words, you take the earnings, which we don't see the earnings all by itself. You have to go click on this one and go deeper, I guess, or maybe down here is deeper. No. Anyway, you multiply the earnings by 308, and that's how you end up with 440. So if Tesla had the same price earnings ratio, let's see NVIDIA, what's their price earnings ratio? See, it's 57. So take Tesla and say 60. 5 times 6 is 30. So that means you take that, I would take that 441. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. I want this calculator. We're going to take 441. That's the current stock price. And we're going to divide it by 5. 5 times 6 is 30. $88. There's a lot of, there's a lot of people that think the way I just talked. When you've got a stock that's out there. And the reason, so why is that? Why are people willing to pay $440 for something?
It's 4 o'clock.
For something that was of course, NVIDIA is a chip maker, Microsoft, let's see what their PE ratio 37, 27, Amazon 33, over 16, IBM, if you did, what's the average PE ratio for the entire, stock exchange? It's probably 30. So Tesla's an exciting company, call it 60. But 300? One of the reasons it's up this high is because this robot they're talking about, Optimus 3.5, it'll be the Optimus 4.0 by the time it gets actually released. They're still fine-tuning it. Let's see. They got anything about Optimus robot? I mean, you know, Tesla is a robotics company. I mean, they make cars, but it's this whole computer thing. See, he's got his hands on his knees. That car is driving itself. He's got... You get in the car, you put in the address of where you're going. Car takes off. Follows all the rules of the road. Excuse me. Whatever the rules, you know, are in your municipality, state, whatever. You know, like speed limits. It knows all the speed limits everywhere in the country. I mean, every single road, every speed limit. There's a service you can buy if you were a computer designer or iPhone guy. And you know, for some fee of $25, $50 or, you know, a month or whatever period, they'll give you every speed limit all over the country, on every road. It's all connected with GPS. You stand out there with your electronic device, and you're standing on the road. It'll tell you what the speed limit is on that road at that particular spot. And when you're driving and the speed limit changes up or down, there's a different number on that display. You know, the signs are like over in this right-hand corner. The speed you're driving is over here on the very left corner, so it's not too far off. See, like, start reading. No, I don't want to start reading. That's the look of the Cybercab, the gold color with the gold wheels. These back end, no steering wheel. The recall is 6,200 Cybertrucks because there's a light bar issue inside the cabin, a light bar. There's the Optimus robot. Tesla stock is close to a record high. What will it take to get there? Left off a couple of words on that Barron's headline. What will it take to get there? What will get it there? I guess that's a... Wait, where'd that guy come from? He didn't speak the English language like my mother did, that's for sure. Tesla expands the robotaxi service area for the fourth time. Keep on expanding. It's almost covering all of it. Now this is all cars, whether it has a steering wheel or not. See, they just put, if you look very carefully, you can see Robotaxi. Tesla expands Austin Robotaxi. There is Optimus, looking up at him. They really... I wonder what it sounds like when it's moving around. If you can hear the whining of how those motors work. Are they direct drive motors rather than gear shifted? Or all right, I gotta